him. It's a he, them. Oh my god. Hello, everybody. I'm Paulister, and this is BattleBlock Theater. It's a lovely 2D action/puzzle platformer by the Behemoth. And if you already know Alien Hominid or Castle Crashers or Pit People, then you know which people this game is from, and you probably already know what to expect. Joining me here on commentary is my best friend Paulister. He's like me, except way less nervous currently. But yeah, I'm gonna explain the intricacies of like all of the categories, like the brackets and all the lists of stuff, and as we get into it. The first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the story and normal mode. Normal mode allows us to respawn in checkpoints and whatnot, and we can also use weapons. These are the two main ones. There's gonna be a few more throughout the run. I'll explain as we get along. Now, it has been 2 years. I am so excited to say this. I think I'm ready. Audience, are you ready? Oh, I love the energy. All right, everyone, join me on a little countdown on go from 3 with me in 3, 2, 1, go! Woo! All right, first trick of the run, we skip a cutscene. We do this by mashing start. That is very, very hard, but I did it. So now we go into the first chapter. In total, there are 8 of them. And in each chapter, there are 15 stages, 9 regular ones, 2 finales, 3 encores, and a secret. So for any % no level skips, what we're going to be doing is the 9 normal stages and the 2 finales, and also the secret stage, but more on that in a moment. Because there's a bit of an intricacy to it. You'll see what I mean when we get to it. So, the goal for each of these stages is get 3 gems and hit the exit. So, you will see, oftentimes we may have to go out of our way to get a gem. Sometimes it'll just be directly on our path as we run and jump and boost and do all the things. So, yeah, we're going to be doing that for 88 stages over the course of the next 1 hour and hopefully less than 25 minutes. But here's the first trick of the run. It's a lovely little boost. You take this weapon, it's called the Force Ball. You touch it, and it makes you go flying, makes you go whoosh. And then we avoid this ball. We do not avoid this ball. I want no donations from anyone saying, haha, you hit the ball. It would be absolutely terrible if you all went to donations.esamarathon.com and donated $5, ooh, to Alzheimer Fonden to do all of this. All right, so on to our third stage here. We're gonna avoid the ball this time, and we're gonna go under here, grab this jetpack. 1, 2, 3 boosts. That's exactly how many a jetpack gives you. And then we just keep going forwards. We're gonna get this gem right here, because it's like right there. And then boost on this lava block, and then double jump to hit the exit. All nice and very simple. So yeah, there's a bunch of little thingies that we try to do to optimize doing things. So basically, if you see a lava block and it's taking you, and it can boost you in the direction you want to go, you just hit the lava block and you go faster. And then you go into the 4th stage right here. I should probably mention, I do not recall the layouts of these stages. As I see them, I recall the strats, and then I'm like, oh yeah, you gotta do this now. So what we're gonna do, avoid the ball again, and then hit these level blocks to get up here, go through this mine bridge up here, and this is the most reliable trick of the run. Stand in the corner and boost yourself upwards. And then we're going to fire another Force Ball, because that is going to hit the mine blocks a little bit sooner and clear the path ahead that much faster. It saves 2 seconds total, but it's very nifty. And also, yeah, you know, 2 seconds, if you do that like every other stage, that's like 2 times 4, 88 seconds. That's like a minute and a half. So, do it. Save those time saves, I guess. So yeah, another corner boost here, and then we're gonna jump up here, get over here. Then we're gonna jump on top of this cat, get hit by the ball, fire the Force Ball, stand on the ice, and the explosion is gonna slide us across very speedily, like so. And now these cats are going to troll us, like that, as they usually do. And then I'm just gonna avoid them, jump up, go on to this hidden passage, grab our 3rd gem, and we're well on our way to the next stage. Now, I believe if this was 1-5, the next one is 1-6, and I do remember this one because it has a frame-perfect trick. Dun, dun, dun. So the way it works is we're going to get over here in this first section. Going to jump up, clear this mine path, line up with the left wall, and do that. So the way that works is pretty heckin' simple. We jump, and then on the exact frame after the jump, we fire the force ball. And in that case, if you do that just right, it will boost you upwards. I'll explain why that happened there in a second. It wasn't supposed to happen, but we'll get to that in a moment. Basically, for that boost, the frame perfect trick, called the Omega Boost, if you do it a frame too early, so on the same frame as you jump, you will never fire the force ball. If you do it on the frame after the one you're supposed to, you'll instead be boosted downwards. And so kind of like direction and momentum kind of determine where you're going and your boosts. So yeah, the thing that happened there, I was boosted to the left when I wanted to be boosted to the right. Positioning on the force ball matters. So if you touch it from the left, you'll be boosted towards the left. If you touch it from the right, you're going to be boosted to the right. Now, let's talk about what is happening right now. You don't get to hear the secret theme for very long, unfortunately, for this run, and most runs, actually, if you exclude all levels or 100%. Because there is a little intricacy in the way we handle these rules, and the secret stages are a little bend to the rules. So, the main rule for any percentile level skips is to take the 9 regular stages. Let me just dodge that laser there. Go through the 9 regular stages and the finales and score at least a C, which is unofficially the passing grade for a stage. To do this, it's the bare minimum 3 gems and the exit. However, you also can do this if you enter the secret and then immediately exit out of it. So not only do we save the amount of time it takes to get the 3 gems on its parent stage, we also save this 15-second cutscene. Ouch, I died to that laser. We also save the 15-second cutscene that tells you, oh my god, you made it! My hero! And it counts your gems, and it goes, oh wait, only 3? Okay, cool. Yeah. So now we go onto this stage. We're gonna get on this boat here, and then immediately jump up. And then drop down. That's our second gem. Here's another cool boost coming up. Let me just go through this section with these 2 lasers that are not gonna hit me, surprisingly. This laser will activate, but that's okay. There's also this cat here that wants a piece of the action. I'm gonna die to that laser. So let's try that again, this time without dying, preferably. So we're going to set ourselves up and boost upwards. And normally what that is meant to do is take us directly to the exit. But because that cat was there, we bonked on it, and it trolled us. And it's now laughing in our faces, I think. Don't you agree, Paul? Yes, that is very insightful, thank you. All right, now we move on to the finale stage. And basically, the way this works is a little bit different from the regular stages. You actually have a countdown on these stages, and you have to clear both of them within the allotted time. Thankfully, for every checkpoint, you get an additional 10 seconds of time to whatever you see at the top of the screen right now, so 1 minute 30. So I'm going to clear this boat so that it jumps down on the portal. We're going to do this. Hit the checkpoint. That's 10 seconds on the clock. And you will see, like, we do not need that much time. It's gonna be like much faster. So I'm gonna go here, switch to the frog, and as we clear this mine path, I'm gonna jump here, hit the frog, use that as a stepping stone to jump across, and then hit the exit. So the first finale stage is similar, with the exception of the countdown, to regular stages in which you need 3 gems and the exit. On finale 2, there is no exit specifically. There's a key. And there is no gem requirement to get the key. You just need to get to the end and hit it. So basically, it's a situation of get me out of here. Oh, and another fascinating thing that just happened there, another little fascinating kind of worms, if you will. So for most hazards, there's like a pixel or 2 of leeway in which you can touch them and not die. And that's very nice. That's very, very, very nice. So basically, we do that as much as possible so that we can like cross gaps that are supposedly deadly because they have the spikes, and they're like, oh, you can't just jump on the block and get across, you're gonna die. And we're like,
You sure
no,
know
I'm
how to
not.
make the best of a confusing
not.
and hopeless situation.
But yeah,
boy,
that was
this place
chapter
is
1.
quite the-
All very nice and a not bad time, if I do say so myself. And now we move on to chapter 2, and you will see the difficulty only goes up from here, which makes PB runs very not stressful at all. Sorry, what was that? Oh. Yeah. No, I'm not going to say that. Absolutely not. Please forgive my fellow commentator. They're not impervious to stress, it seems. So now we're gonna jump on through this portal. I think I can take a moment here and just focus on a few of these upcoming stages. In the meantime, Poker, my guy, what do you got for us?
Hello, Paul. I have a couple donations. We have $5 from Nico Hart, who says, well, as requested, Paulister. He hit the ball, ooh. And that $5 is going to the Prince of Persia, the Sons of Time, any percent on Major Grids' community dub incentive, which is right now at $1,546 out of 2,000, so we need about 450 to get that, and we'll be seeing the community dub in Prince of Persia. Always excited to see those. We also have $40 from GP saying, greetings from Finland, always wanted to hear Biohazard on Russian, and all of that $40 is going into the Russian language in a 4-hour bid war of the language choice for Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, and Russian is winning by those $40. Thank you so much for all of your lovely donations so far, and take it away, Paulister.
Thank you very much, Poker. All right, so we're going to take a moment here, boost through this ice block, not die to the spikes once again. But yeah, I did mention I did not want that to happen, so please do not do this again, any one of you. Not a single person. I do not want to hear about it. Anyway, so now we're going to glitch this cat a little bit so that we can hit this lava block without having to go like down and then back up and then boosting back around and doing all of that and wasting like 5 seconds and falling asleep in the process. Yeah, that is currently Chapter 2 as it stands. So, there's a few more things going on. Let's go through this little section here as we wait patiently for the game to tell us for the umpteenth time, hey, 3 gems and exit. That's it. All right, so now in this section here, I'm going to try and get this as close to perfect as possible, because if I do so, I will be able to save 3 seconds by boosting on this particular woolly block called the Ferdinand in good time, and that's exactly what I did. So that's 3 seconds saved, all very nice and dandy. So now we're gonna go through, open up this path, and dodge these lasers, like so. Oh, lovely, the best thing just happened, ladies and gentlemen. Allow me to introduce you to golden hats. They are an RNG element of this game, and when I mean RNG, I like every part of it is RNG, except for the fact that if you collect it and you take it to the exit, it gives you 10 gems. So, yeah. It then takes like 4 seconds to tell you, oh, my golden hat, please collect me. It's so lonely out here. And so, yeah, we don't do that, and instead get angry because we just wasted 4 seconds at random. Because again, you don't know when these golden hats are going to spawn, and to my understanding, the methods in which you can manipulate the spawning rate are cryptic, if not impossible, to consistently do at best. So instead, what we're going to do is we're going to watch these cats fumble and die and try and get us and fail, and then just completely dodge the golden hat. So yeah, every golden hat, if you successfully dodge it and reach the exit without it, that's an additional 4 seconds of time loss. And so on our leaderboards, you will see a hats column. So some of them, sorry, ouch. I got hit by that laser because I got a little bit too fast in that section, believe it or not. Yeah, so that's an additional 4 seconds, and on the leaderboards, we have a section called hats. And that's because we tally up those hats, and in most recent runs we say, oh, there were 2 golden hats. Do we subtract them from the time? No. Do we have to? Not really. Because it's like very inconsequential time loss in the grand scheme of things. Like, there is is a stage at the later parts of the run that actually saves me 30 seconds if I do it perfectly. And that's just on one stage. So 4 seconds times upwards of 5 or 6, which is the record that yours truly unfortunately holds, is really not that much comparatively to how much time you can get to the rest of this. So this section is RNG, and that particular laser did the exact worst thing it could do, which is fire too early and kill me in the process. So I always go for that boost because not doing so is you just have to wait for the laser to fire, and that's just guaranteed time loss. When otherwise, it's like a every once in a while thing to get lasered and die and lose like 3 seconds. Also, these cats are terrible, and I'm gonna have to come back down, and oh my god. Every time I get hit by these ice blocks, the cooldown rate on this ice replenishes. So I just have to sit there going and until I finally clear the ice and boost back up and finally hit the exit. So yeah, that is a very slightly RNG heavy bit for the start of the run. And now we're gonna try again and do this section perfectly to avoid this laser and save like 3 or 4 seconds in the process. So yeah, oh, oopsie. I'm gonna try that again. There we go, boost. Good, double jump and get that gem. Very good. And there we go, we're gonna jump down now. This cat will try to troll us, but joke's on you if you try to push me down is the exact direction I want to go to anyway, so who's trolling who? Instead, I'm gonna fire this force ball, clear the mine blocks, which I normally had to get to like the top of that section to clear the path, and then have to wait for them to go until they clear and I can get the boat and I can reach the exit. So the force ball kind of hits things and makes them blow up, so speeds things up quite a bit. Proceeding on till level 2-9, this is perhaps the riskiest stage of this chapter, because there's a checkpoint here, and I have to cross this before doing a blind boost upwards, dodging that toxic bubble, surprisingly, and then proceeding forwards over here, getting on this portal, getting this gem, and then I'm gonna do something wonky like that. You just saw me do 4 jumps in a row when I should be only doing 2. Basically, that happens because if you get knocked back by the force ball blast, but not like boosted, you replenish your jumps. So I can get 2 jumps, I get the recoil from the force ball boost, and that's 2 more jumps I can use to cross big gaps like the one I just did. Now, going into Chapter 2 finale, this is one of the surprisingly tough ones for this first half of the run. I'm going to switch to Frog immediately because I need to use a Frog instantly the moment I spawn into this level. And you'll see how. I'm going to start on the right, turn to the left, fire the Frog, I said, and then use that as a stepping stone to cross this little puzzle section, which otherwise would take like an additional 10 seconds. So, very simple skip. Saves a lot of time, and it's not very bad at all, yeah. So let's just enjoy this banging soundtrack as I continue going downwards here on the checkpoint, getting blown up by these fans, and then dodging these cats, thankfully, not getting lasered by that or that, and then waiting for this laser to fire, firing a force ball here strangely, getting recoiled and into the exit, getting rid of that thing. Now, here, let's save 5 seconds in the most weird way possible. That's not how you do it. Ouch. So that's not how you save 5 seconds, but I will keep on doing it until I get it, because I want you guys to see this little clip. Because yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is the first wall clip of the run, and I died again. I see the anguish that KZ Fru went through not that long ago. So, okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna very carefully position ourselves here, fire the frog, and then position ourselves just right. Nope, that didn't work. So let's do that one more time. I have to be flush with the wall, as you will notice in a second, like that. Fire the force ball, and boom. We're through the wall, just like that. So, that checkpoint that I got after I clipped normally shows like 11 or 12, so in my trying to show that, that's like 40 seconds in the water. But that's fine. like, what's my estimate? 125. Yeah, I would have to get like perhaps my worst run in a marathon ever to go over estimate. So we can just sit a while, chill, and enjoy the strats as they happen. All right.
Way to bite the
As we
bullet
go
so
through this
far.
cutscene,
You don't even complain about the prison food, which
yeah,
is
Booker,
shocking because
got anything to say?
Sure I do. We have an enormous $111 donation
Hello.
from Palvin Kinku, who says, "This is hardcore donation for a hardcore event. Have a great Sunday." Our Sunday just got a whole lot better. This donation goes to the Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time Community Up incentive of $55 and Prey any percent glitch exhibition. We have some new incentives for you to donate to, and I'm just gonna mention a couple of them. There is Retro City Rampage, where you can choose which of the old school color parts we will see in Retro City. Glitch exhibition that just got $56. In Prey, Henny will showcase a few more glitches that didn't make it into the run. If you want to see all of them, make sure to check them out when you're donating, because there is a couple of good ones. Thank you so much for all of your donations so far. And back to you, Paulister.
Thank you. All right, and you got me back at just the right time because I'm gonna try a blind boost again. And I got it. That laser could have killed me, and I would have zero indication that it's about to fire because that far away there is no audio cue, unlike, 1 second, here. So I couldn't hear that upper laser firing because there's like 2 of them, and so if I hear laser and I don't see laser firing, that means it's the upper laser that's about to fire, and I probably shouldn't boost because otherwise I would die. In more ways than one. The character would die, I would die, it would be run over. Yeah, you know.
good for you.
Nah, disclaimer, I would not die, please, let's not. Okay, so now onto this section. Another boost to get through these fans, which would otherwise prevent us from going through here. We're gonna then try and push this boat over here, because again, pixel leeway, it applies to more things than just hazards. And then we're gonna avoid this Rackalope by jumping on its head like as a Goomba. And dodging this laser, hitting this checkpoint. I'm gonna try another Omega boost, but it's hardly ever consistent here, but it is. I got it. So there we go. I am gonna get trolled by these cats. Thank you for your input. I do not want to talk about my car's extended warranty. Please leave. Thank you. All right, so yeah, again, as you saw, there was a lava block. It was boosting me in the direction of the exit, so I just went, okay. And I went there. So yeah, lovely. On to the next trio of stages here in Chapter 3. And yeah, we will see what happens here. Because again, for most stages, unless they're like memorable and usually part of my training regime, I don't really remember them. Okay, and that section went basically perfectly. So that is a very RNG segment. 1, you can get trolled by cats, and 2, these cannons can just fire in the exact time that you're going through with your boost. So you can die, and then die again, and again, and again, and then you go, to hell with this, I'm just gonna do it casually. Thankfully, I haven't had to do that yet. I just kind of like stalled a little bit, and I could get the right thing. So yeah, now we're gonna once again avoid this laser by doing some very carefully timed double jumps, and then doing this, going under these clouds and pushing this light bridge here. I'm gonna do what I like to call a block tap. I'm not gonna call it an official name, but I like to call it block tap. Basically, the way it works is roughly on the same frame. I jump and also grab the block, which disables whatever bridge it's standing on. But we're not going to do this here because we need to open up these bridges so you can get this hidden path and the gem underneath. Now, I'm going to get here, I'm going to boost. Now, in my splits, I call this stage the Jabataning. Take a wild guess as to why that is. If you guessed that last section, you guessed correctly. So yeah, basically we have like a consistent setup for where I just kind of slide on this first cat and then set myself up on the exact like position on like the x-axis so that cats will fall down to the Rackalopes instead of me, and I will be able to stay alive. Now, moving on, we got this 1, 2 fans. Disable them real quick, and we're gonna drop down to the left, open up this little mine bridge so we can grab the wings and drop down quickly. Then go to the right with our newly acquired wings, go like this, over the spikes, wait for this cannon to fire, and then fire another boost so it takes us up this way. And then we open up this little bridge here, and we get to the finish. Very nice, very simple. I do not wish any Rackalope deaths to anyone. And I should probably explain why they're called Rackalopes, because if you notice, they have like these little antlers taped onto them. So, raccoon, antelope, Rackalope. There you go. Lovely. All right, moving on to this stage. It's 3-7. So we're gonna go through here, avoid these lasers, grab the wing, and then just basically almost mash it. I thought I was gonna die there, but I didn't. And then these little blocks that you saw there, no, this is not the old GDQ timer. This is an actual puzzle. Basically, you need to get the 3 dials to match. So as I drop down here, grab my 4th gem, and don't get lasered by that laser. Yeah, basically, just tap one of the blocks until the other 2 match, and then go to the other side and tap the other edge block until everything matches. And then they clear, and they let you go, and it's a great day. All right. Moving right along. Okay, another Omega Boost. Done perfectly. No cannons or trolling, because again, cannons can fire on the at the exact time that would be ideal for you to boost. It's like the fastest possible route, and they can just kill you instantly. Now, this is the Jabataning 2.0. It didn't work, but somehow I stayed alive. Okay, he died anyway. Oh my god. I saw my character's life flash right before their eyes. Yeah, so basically what was supposed to happen was for that other cat to kind of fall down, and then the Rackalope would get kind of awoken by that cat, and it would chase that cat. But instead it decided, no. It decided sometimes you just gotta say no. And so it chased me instead, and I was like, okay, keep going. Is this gonna work? Is this gonna work? And it kind of worked somehow. So as we head into this next secret stage, there we go. We're gonna talk a little bit about the tech here. So the way we exit out of stages, there's a little strat we can do, and that is the optimal strat, and that is as you hit the trigger to transition to the secret stage, you press pause on that exact same frame. And when you do that, the menu pops up, but also the transition to the secret happens. So you can menu as you're going into the secret stage. And you probably can't see it because I don't have like an input viewer or something. But during, as I hit these little bits here, I try to press start to activate the menu. Also, that's like a puzzle cheese. That would be like 20 seconds of moving blocks around, opening and closing bridges. Yeah, we don't need that. We just cheese it to get to the portal to the other side. So yeah, gonna death warp back to our checkpoint. Take note of that. We're gonna do this a lot over the remainder of the run. But yeah, menuing out of stages. The optimal strat is pause on the same frame as you pause, as you enter the secret stage, and then you can menu as the transition happens. And that is basically, you don't have to do it afterwards, like you have to pause and manual and do all of that. So you save a little bit of time. Now, suppose you don't hit the frame perfect pause to do the thing. Well, there are many different ways you can do it, the worst of which is just using your controller, or please let me through, thank you, is using your controller or your keyboard and just manually going tap, 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 exit the stage. Okay. Tap, 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 exit the stage and do the thing. Then you can use your mouse. Hello. And you're just gonna click, click, and you're out. And then, the fastest way I realized is if your laptop or computer has a touch screen. So if you have the game on the touch screen, you can then press the start button and then tap, tap, and it happens instantly. Don't ask me how I know that. RIP, RIP, Lenovo Yoga 900. So, yeah. You use the touchscreen, and that's kind of like close to the fastest, if not the fastest method to do that. So now, welcome to Chapter 4, the last of the first half, aka the easy bit. This chapter kind of has, I would like to consider, the most frog usage of all of the chapters. So you've already seen me use it twice. Here's a third use. Just to kind of cross these spike sections. Normally you're supposed to like grab these boulders and throw them around and open up these bridges so that you can actually get to the other side without having to do all of this jiggery-pokery. But yeah, instead we use these frogs and we skip right along because that is cool and good. Now, I'm gonna wait here a little bit, wait for this cannon to kind of break this. I'm gonna, just for the sake of safety, I'm gonna grab that checkpoint. And now, in this section, okay, I'm gonna get bonked by this boomerang, but it's okay because I was trying to cross, to get across anyway, so you can harm me all you want so long as I'm safe on your side of the level. Ouch. So long as I'm on your side of the level, then you cannot stop me. And so we get through this, we slide into the lava block, get the final gem, and hit the exit. And that is all very lovely. So yeah, if you do this section perfectly, you will be like jumping like right above the spikes, and there will be a boomerang right above you. And so that's always kind of a little nerve-wracking moment. So yeah, now we throw this little boulder here to open up the bridge, and sorry? Oh, yes, good shout. Me, number 2, electric, I don't know. Yeah, let's talk about the categories of this game, because any percent or level skips is not the only one here. There's actually quite a few, and they're separated by a bunch of different factors. So, first of all, let's talk about what each category entails. So we have any percent or level skips, which, as I said, is the 9 regular stages, the 2 finales, and also the secret stage, which we use to kind of skip all of these animations, and you get that? And so that's the run I'm doing right now. Then we have any percent, and if you were here in ESA Winter 2020, 2 years ago, good God, yeah, you would have seen any percent, in which we still go through the exact same stages, but we menu out of the first 2 of every trio of regular stages. So this is, you have noticed the numbering acts and scenes. So there's like 3 acts with each act having 3 scenes. So whenever the scene number says 1 or 2, we menu out of the stage. And that's partly where the touchscreen thing came along. It actually made like my any percent runs that much faster because I was menuing out of a total of like half the stages that any percent of level skips has. So imagine like 1 second saved just by going tap, 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 tap. Yeah, it's lovely. So yeah, what other categories do we have? As I think I have the right weapon. Yes, I do. Very nice. Yeah, we also have all levels, and this is where the rest of the stages come into effect. This time we have to clear the secret. We cannot menu out of it. We also have to clear the regular stages and the finales. But before we get to the finales, we also have to play the encores, which are also timed challenges similar to the finales, but they're not as stressful. They don't like go and whatever the song was. You all were bopping to it, you remember it. So yeah. Yeah, it's a little bit less stressful, but it definitely is much more of a challenge. And yeah, I did a run of that back at ESA Movember. Memories. So yeah, let me just throw this frog here and do a perfectly timed double jump to get that spike walk and regain my jumps in the meantime so I can open up this light bridge, get this hidden gem. And this is like the first of the stages, I feel, where the gem timing, the routing is... Oh wait, I had the right weapon. Whoopsies. There we go, we get the frog back again. And then there's another hidden gem. So you will see that the routing for these gems was pretty tight. we had to get the hidden gem and then like the one above it, and then the hidden gem like right next to the finish. So like they were all right in our path and just barely accessible. But yeah, I'm getting sidetracked.
Find the gems to
While I collect my thoughts, hey Poker, take a moment. Yeah, hello.
Hello. We have a couple donations coming in right now, and we have $10 from Joker and TV saying, first donation to ESA, been watching for a while but never donated before, and I just want to say that it's awesome to see more speedrun marathons that are willing to help with stuff like donation to research aid of different illnesses. Thank you very much for that donation, and that goes to The Legend of Zelda: A Link Between Worlds, any % file name Madude. We also have $25 from Ananas saying, could we boost the mic on the cardboard, Ister? I think we all want to hear more of their deep insights. I think we all do. I just wanted to remind you that all of your donations, as well as the revenue from the Speedrun store, the cheers, the subs, are all going toward Alzheimer's Fonden, the Swedish Alzheimer Foundation working internationally, and we are just $81 short of $8,000, so let's get there quick.
I just noticed the donation total. Let's do this. Let's do this, people.
Let's do this. Yeah, thank you.
Let me pull out my phone. No. I have a run to do. But you don't, so get donating. All right, I'm going to switch back to Frog. Okay, let me just jump up here. I have my Frog at the ready. And again, I'm going to skip some precarious spikes. Just like that. And then I'm going to get these mine blocks down so I can get this boulder and the light bridge across. So yeah, we're going to dodge this little projectile. Hope we don't get sniped. We didn't. Very lovely. And then hope that Portal RNG is on our side so that that grenade can go from there to up there to hit the thing. And that was very lovely. Now I'm going to wait for this one to blow up. I did not wait for this one to blow up. Lovely. And so now I'm just going to do the thing where I go here into the corner as per usual and I boost upwards. At this point, people should come to accept that, hey, if you give me an upward section and a corner to boost off of, I'm gonna get through that section in like 1 second flat. Like, boom, I'm up the top. It's magic. Except not really, it's just like the physics of the game working the way that we're intended to. But we're gonna gloss over that and we're gonna move on to the finale of Chapter 4. Again, the end of the easy bit. And I really mean that. Like the remaining stages get crazier and the strats get even wilder. Wait till Chapter 7, people. You're gonna wanna stick around for that one. So, I was talking about categories this entire time. So we have any percent no level skips, and we also have all levels. So what would we demand more from players besides, clearing all the levels? Well, if you've been around since the dawn of speedrunning, then there is this one little category that you have seen and everybody is going crazy about it. It's called 100%. So imagine all levels. Imagine going through the secrets and then menuing back out of it, trying to figure out what's the best way to handle a stage and its respective secret. And then collecting all of the collectibles, that includes gems, and one golden yarn, which is hidden in a very special spot throughout the stage. I'm not gonna go for that. That laser cycle is too fast. But yeah, you need to collect the gems, the yarn, which you will see on the left here. Me just barely glossing over it. Let me try this, actually. Oh, nice. Normally, you're supposed to go around there, but I kind of like mashed to get through it. But yeah, not only do you have to get the collectibles for 100%, you also need to do it fast enough to get what is known as the clock stamp. And if you fail to do that, no clock stamp for you, no A++ on the stage. You do not get 100%. So you need to get everything and get it fast. So yeah, any percent all level skips, all levels, 100%. 4 categories, which we're about to kind of double, quadruple, and octuple by mentioning the variables. You've seen normal, you've seen weapons, and there's also solo versus co-op. So you probably know a little bit about, if you've played this game, then you know you can play it with a friend. And so if the two of you get together, you face a different level set. the things are the mechanics are slightly different to kind of accommodate the fact that there are two people playing, and they should probably be cooperating with each other instead of just going through the same path, just like in a line, single file. And also some stages are actually just straight up different, completely different from their original solo counterparts. You will remember, those of you that have been around for ESA Summer 2018, I believe, you will remember I raced House Edge and Seductive Spatula in the solo versus co-op category. Excuse me, I was just a little girl bossing a little too close to the sun, set myself on fire, and then extinguished myself, which of course, as we all know, boosts us upwards. Yes, thank you. I shouldn't be doing the commentary, you should be doing it for me, you know so much. Anyway, I'm gonna save 1 second here for free, because I just had the frog at the ready, and I'm just gonna toggle between these weapons going back and forth. What was I talking about? I don't remember. It'll come back to me. We'll talk about it eventually. But for now, let's just get this frog going. Oh yeah, solo versus co-op. I remember racing, as I drowned here, I was racing House Edge and Seductive Spatula. It was a lovely race. We don't talk about the ending. But yeah. So that basically, those 4 categories that we started with at the beginning, 80%, yeah, so times 2 because it's solo versus co-op, that's 8. Times 2 because it's normal or insane, where insane, in insane mode, if you die, the stage resets. So they thought of like YouTube challenges before YouTube challenges, I guess. And finally, another times 2, we are already at 16, I believe, if my math doesn't fail me. Times 2 for weapons or weaponless. Currently doing weapons, as you might have noticed. And so all of these boosts that you've seen me do, yeah, you cannot really do them in weaponless. So you would have to figure out different ways to kind of get thrown around or reach the ending of the stage that much faster. For a grand total of 32 categories. Lovely, eh? Alright, now let's talk about the challenge stages. There's 15 challenge stages, and each of them is a separate IL. So, hey, if you ever wanted to speedrun BattleBlock, there's 32 full game categories to choose from. There is also 15 stages, 15 challenge stages that you can try and do if you're into something a bit more on the short term. And yeah, we have a bunch of things, and we have a community ready to teach you. If you're learning this game and you're stuck somewhere and you want some help, we're happy to show you around and show you how things work. So, for example, the fact that you can just throw this over there, get boosted in the wrong direction, again, apparently, and then open this up and just go in this way. Get this platform going, and then jump up here. Try and get the interim cycle, fail, but stall just hard enough to be able to make it to the other side anyway. Now, this cat did exactly what I thought it would do, because of the way the cycles work with this entire thing. So yeah, basically, it was too long since the last force ball that cat fired, so I knew that it was gonna hit me, and thankfully it only hit me to like that corner, so I could just like keep going. Because otherwise, if you boost yourself through the tunnel and then get hit by the force ball as you're going through the tunnel, you're going back through that same tunnel and up and down through the lava blocks. Now here's a rough strat, which apparently I just pull off first try. Okay. Okay. All right. I haven't played this game in 3 months. What? Sorry, what was it? Did somebody say anything? I don't remember. Anyway. But yeah, basically, the way that strat worked was I used that frog to kind of, as a stepping stone to get to that lava block and right under that corner without hitting it, because otherwise I get hit downwards and I don't have enough upward momentum to hit the lava block. And all of that to skip that checkpoint so that I can then get the other another gem. Yes, that's the word. To get another gem that's at the up top, and then death warp back to the start in a recurring theme of stages that I like to call exit, that is very close to the start, so we just get the 3 gems and get back to the start. Basically, got 2 gems, got back to the start, then went on the underpass, got a 3rd gem, and then went back and finished. You will see a lot of this going towards the last few chapters. Oh, and I just remembered. Welcome to Chapter 5, the hard bit, the beginning of the hard bit. You will see. I would say this is Chapter 1, this is Chapter 2, this is 3 and 4 interchangeably. This is 5, and it only goes up from there. So it's gonna be fun. Oh yeah, definitely. So you will see a lot of the runs are dying in the latter half because it's just difficult. So I'm gonna try and switch the right weapon, which I did, very nice. I'm gonna get up here, and at the end of this stage is what I like to call, affectionately, I would be doing air quotes if I wasn't holding a controller right now, affectionately, Hell Room. This is Hell Room. Wait, no, not yet. This is Hell Room. These cats bonk you. There's this rocket guy that's just like, no. But thankfully, I kind of went the safe way. Ideally, you want that first cat to act as a stepping stone for you. So you stand on its head and then just go, hi, that's the exit. Okay. And just go up and over and you hit the exit. Otherwise, if they bonk you and they troll you, you can just kind of go, okay, I'm just going to go to the other side and boost up. Alright, and then I'm going to open up this little thingy here. It's too early for me to go through this light bridge, so I'm going to wait for this next cycle. So yeah, there we go. There's the buzzsaw coming in. We're just going to skip right across here. Lovely work. And then we're going to continue forwards. And this is another secret stage, so at the end of this, we're going to drop down here, get these fans, bonk on this wall, just so that we can get up there and hit the secret. I'm going to menu out of it. Again, can't hear that secret theme tune for too long, because I need to be fast. But hey, welcome to 5-9. The first of the really hard stages of this run. It's like super technical, and I already kind of messed it up, but that's fine. The good thing about it is that it's a little bit cycle-based on top of everything. Oh, I'm gonna have to drop down here, and then try an Omega Boost up there, fail, and then try it again this time. There we go, that is the Omega Boost. But yeah, basically, there's these blocks that are toggling on and off, thanks to one of the buzzsaws that keep going like back and forth and then turning things on and off. And so basically we're trying to get as many early cycles as we possibly can until here, at which point we boost and hit the exit. There's like an entire platforming section, like you have to get these toggle blocks and just jump across, reach the other side, and then go right back up and then push a button so the platforms come up and you can reach the exit. But we have a force ball. We don't need that. So we just boost over and get to the other side. So, I'm going to take a moment and see what's up here. In the meantime, Poker, take it away.
Of course. We have $15 from Rekdon saying, awesome stream so far. Fitting perhaps that Paint the Town Red has been put on Valentine's Day. Thank you so much for that. And $10 out of that 15 is going to the incentive we have for Paint the Town Red for the fate of the traitor in Pirate Corp to kill the traitor. We also have $50 from Carly Jefferson saying, trust me when I say you all need to hear this community dub for Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time. Let's hit that donation goal. That's the spirit, and all of that $50 is going to the donation goal, and we are right now at $1,691 out of $2,000, so we're just about $300 short to get that community dub. We also have $5 from Nico Hart saying, hey Paulister, can you give me your best impression of a low-voiced cat meow? Thanks.
My best impression? I mean, do you not see me? I'm a nervous wreck here. Nah. Okay, but a deep voice cat meow. Okay, let's get into the zone here. Meow. Okay, that was terrible. Let's try that again. No, don't clap it. That was no. Outtakes. ESA outtakes. All right, take 2. Okay, so back again. Meow. There we go.
At the end, I just wanted to quickly mention we are just $11 short out of 8,000. So would anyone want to snipe that maybe?
Who wants
Question
to?
mark,
Let's see it.
please?
Perham's hat
Anyone?
sure is a mystery.
Anyone?
Thank you
Vexes
so
me
much
so.
for
It
all of your
truly
wonderful
does.
donations
Where
so
did it
far.
come-
All right. Very, very, very lovely. Keep those donations coming. I really want to see that 8K and maybe even 9K.
Time to find
That'd be
some
amazing, I
friends.
feel.
Time to
We're
find
raising money
some
for an incredible
friends.
cause, so let's keep going. Let's keep those donations flowing. And let's get these force balls actually in the right direction and me not dying to spikes. Lovely. All right, so we're going to jump up here and we're going to start off at Chapter 6. There are 3 stages here in Chapter 6 that involve a little bit of a chase sequence. Now, don't think something too fancy like, oh my god, suddenly this game is 2.5D and you are like being chased by a gigantic cat. No. It's a buzzsaw. Just a singular buzzsaw in a 1-block high tunnel that's chasing after you. We'll see that a bit, and we will get some lovely... Yeah, I kind of saw that coming. Basically, I had to get that little block there on that button so I can unlock my way to the exit, which I kind of like jumped for some reason. I don't know. But yeah, as you saw, again, we here at BattleBlock Theater Speedrunning Incorporated, we love our wall clips. So yeah, that little boost there is gonna bring us right over here and into yet another secret stage. Enjoy this while it lasts. There really isn't much more. we get it like 2 more times. Yeah, Chapter 7 and Chapter 8. We get it 2 more times. So enjoy it, and then look it up on YouTube and then just bop to the full version because you know Google is your friend. What is that rocket doing? Okay, what? This is not exactly that's never happened before material, but basically that rocket can sometimes be a little too good at being a homing rocket, so it will just chase after you, even in this tiny tunnel, and then turn around and still chase you as you boost upwards when you need to boost twice. Because yes. If you ever ask BattleBlock Theater what it thinks about that, the answer is yes.
Lots of room for
But it's okay. It's okay.
lots of room.
After... How long has it been since I last started speedrunning? Since I started speedrunning this game? Must be like 4 years now.
Smells
Yes.
like beef stew in here.
I have
Making
absorbed
me
the
sick
salt. It
and
is fine.
hungry at the same time.
But yeah, there we go. There's the first of the chase sequences. We're gonna go here, slide, and then mash jump to kind of get through it a little bit faster. Jump once to barely get the gem, but not hit the cloud, and then use that to clip through the wall. Because, yeah. It's lovely work. There we go. So we're gonna skip this section. Here's an RNG strategy that's coming up. I'm basically getting just enough gems to reach the prerequisite for the exit. I'm gonna turn on this light bridge and then boost right through it as the lasers are about to fire, but without killing me because I'm good like that. Disclaimer, I'm not good like that. It actually failed it like more times than I succeeded at it during practice. Oh god. I do not wish to anger the gods of karma if that's how it works. Oh dear god, it's too late now, isn't it? Oh god. Well, I'm gonna try and get the first bit of this this stage perfectly, because if I do that, then that means that I need to hit like a certain time on the checkpoint once we get here. Yes, I think that should be good. So there's this Ferdinand coming in, and I can then hit the checkpoint, and that's the exact perfect cycle that this Ferdinand comes in, and I can use that as a stepping stone to get my skip to reach the exit. And that was basically done optimally. which
I'm happy. I'm a happy boy.
That was
all right,
adequate.
on to the next stage, which I believe is 6-6. So let's have a look-see here. Which one this is. All right, we get this hidden gem over to the right, hidden behind this tree foliage. We then failed to boost because we were too far from the wall. Yeah, managing your positioning with these slime blocks is a little bit on the trickier side, but that is okay as we proceed onwards. There we go. We hit that checkpoint, we get this, and then we go through here. We jump up to these slime blocks. Very lovely, very cool, very amazing, very good. And then here, boost on the corner, a golden hat, plus 4 seconds. Add that to the tally, and then Omega Boost, perfectly. Get this gem, hit the exit, very well done. Now, 6-7 is a stage, 6-8 is a notorious stage, and that means I remember the layout, and I can tell you about it in advance. So, as I go through 6-7, we are not going to be seeing a lot of 6-8 at all, like about a quarter of the stage, because of a fascinating wall clip that we have found like eons ago at this point. Like before I was even a runner of this game, imagine. So I'm going to go through this stage, get through the light bridge, but basically, thankfully actually, the 3 gems in 6-8 are in the exact perfect spot. I tried to Omega Boost there, it didn't really work out. I'm also going to cheese this puzzle because, again, I can Death Warp back to the checkpoint by just opening a path for myself and then just going, nope, and then just going back to the start. Because normally they have like this whole thing where you have to like get the blocks and reach the exit. But no, we're just going to cheese the puzzle, clip through the wall. None of these, ouch. We're not dealing with any of these puzzles in this stage. Ouch again. Just gonna hold here a little bit, and then we hit the exit. We finally did it. We died twice. Woohoo! All right, now on to 6-8. So here's what I'm talking about. I'm gonna go over here, boost over the wall, get this 1 gem. And there's another gem with one of these cats. So what we're going to do is we're going to push this. And then through the block, we're going to smack. Wait, no. Oh, God. All right, I'm going to get back to the start because I just need that 1 gem. Thankfully, that is perhaps the best way I could mess this up, if you can believe that. Because I already had the cats killed. I just needed that extra gem. So we got the 3rd gem over the rocket. I have the wrong weapon. Oh, dear God. I switched, thankfully. So there we go. Thankfully, that was a safe spot, so I can just wait for the rocket and then boost 3 times to get through this wall. And then hit this cat and throw it into the spikes so that we can get this light bridge out of the way. We get the yarn in the meantime, but that's fine. That's like part of the process. And we skip like 3/4 of that stage.
Good job, baby farts.
Good stuff. It is at this point that I would like to praise the developers for making some really challenging stages. When I played this game casually 5-6 years ago, I was definitely... It took me a while to get through them. So, yeah. But I will be cheesing the rest of these stages by quite a considerable margin. So be prepared for that. We're going to get the 2nd gem here as this buzzsaw chases us, nearly kills us. But it's okay. They're too slow. Now, nobody asked me to do that in a Sonic voice, okay? That would be unfortunate if somebody donated $5 right now and asked... No. Oh! I just noticed the 8K poker. Do the thing.
Yes, doing the thing. Zed gives us $5 saying, imagine the nerves. And that all goes to the Prince of Persia, the Sons of Time, any % community dub incentive. Paul, what if I told you we didn't have a single 8K snipe, we didn't have 2 8K snipes, we had 3 8K attempts at 8K snipes. We have $11 from RoboSparkle, who was actually first, saying, isn't 8K snipe enough to get some commentary from Cardboard Paulister?
I'll think about it.
We also have Mod, with $11 saying 8K hub. Now let's get that community dub. And this is going to the Prince of Persia incentive as well. We also have $11 from Anonymous saying donating to Advanced Alzheimer's Research. Let's go ENSA and smash that $100,000 goal. We certainly will. Thank you all so much. We also have a $10 anonymous donation with no comment. Thank you very much. And that makes it so that in terms of the Prince of Persia community dub, we are at $1,723 out of the goal of 2,000. So we're more or less $280 away from that. Thank you so much for all of your wonderful donations so far. Keep them coming. Thank you.
Indeed, indeed. So yeah, GG's on $8,000. But you know what's? Oh, I just missed that key. It just grazed it. Okay, I'm gonna get the key and then I'll tell you what's better than $8,000. It's $9,000. So let's make it happen, shall we? Today. I want to see it. Not because I'm donation reading like 2 runs from now. Just, you know. Just throwing it out there.
Now it goes without saying that cats really
All right,
don't like
so
to be ignored.
welcome.
My, oh my, this
Welcome to Chapter 7. Oh boy, oh gosh. So let me explain roughly the 2 types of stages you will find in Chapter 7 as I proceed to menu into the boomerang, the 3rd weapon that we're going to be using this run. The first type of stage that we're going to see here is we need to go through different paths and collect different things that unlock the way to the exit. No, we're not going to do that. We are going to throw a boomerang and get these gems. Because yes. The second type of stage, which we will see in 7-2, is the game tries to force you through different anti-soft lock measures to go through the same stage twice. Or in some cases, even 3 times. So what we're going to do is, for this stage, it asks you to like go around and like hit a bunch of switches. We're not going to do that. We're going to hit this... wait a minute. Actually, I was on the right weapon. We're going to do this. No. Just going to take a moment here. Please. Yes. All right. This paper plane is the perfect... Ouch. One moment. Uno momento. It has infinite lifespan. I'll explain that as well. There we go. So yeah, you go through this, you're supposed to go through this stage twice, hit a bunch of switches. Nah, we're gonna fire a paper plane right on the gap, covering the spikes, and then slide right through and get to the end. Now let me explain why I said that paper plane has an infinite lifespan. So you noticed that, well, normally, casually, if you throw the paper plane, you cannot throw another weapon until that detonates. And you do that by pressing the fire weapon button once again after it's being deployed and it's like on the stage. However, if you do this thing where you fire the weapon and before it leaves your hand, I'm gonna actually redo this. Before it leaves your hand, you go to the weapons menu and then maneuver to the paper plane, it gets infinite lifespan. And unfortunately, I failed the strategy, so I'm going to have to reset that. Now you get to see it again! So yeah, you get to see the strat a second time. But basically, we want that first paper plane to have infinite lifespan, and then use the second paper plane in unison with the first one, obviously, as a bit of a stepping stone. Ouch! Or wait, because we drown, I should just take... I'm sorry. Alright. Yeah, so we're gonna get this paper plane. Gonna avoid this projectile. Hit this little checkpoint here. We basically, we can hit every checkpoint except that last one. The one that we are trying to save. Ouch. For real this time. So now, there we go. Menu in and out. Go back. Place that right. Place this paper plane right. Slide and double jump just right to skip that checkpoint the way we were supposed to do in the first place. All right. So there we go. There is that 7-3. And now we're going to go into 7-4. And again, the entirety of Chapter 7 is I remember it because I'm not allowed to forget. It has traumatized me. I'm sorry. So yeah, 7-4. We're gonna go in here. Basically, again, one of those. Go through like 3 different paths and unlock the exit using all of that. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. So yeah, basically we're gonna go through here, drop down, go through here, wait for this to open up, boost up, get this first gem, fan, propeller twice, and then use the rocket to warp back to the start and then frog our way to the finish. I'm sure the rest of that stage was really fun. I have not seen that in like 5 years since I last played it casually, so do not ask me. Anyway, moving on to 7-5, perhaps the stage that casual or like first-time runners of this game will have the most trouble with, because in this case, we're trying to get 3 gems and return back to the start of the stage. Herein lies the problem. The gems are at the very end of the stage. The exit is at the very start, right where you spawn, like a few blocks over. So basically, we have to skip all of these checkpoints and get trolled by cats, apparently. Like this. And then we open this up, we go here, a perfectly timed double jump over this fan that is desperately trying to keep us onto that checkpoint, and we get the 3 gems, warp back to the start, and we skip that stage. All very cool, all very lovely.
Don't quit your day job.
All right, let's see what this next stage holds. Okay, I may not remember every single stage of Chapter 7, but yeah, this is the secret stage. Hopefully I'm on the right weapon. Okay, I kind of did the thing. Oh goodness me, I didn't menu into the force ball. Okay, there we go. That's the right weapon. So we stand here, wait for the buzzsaw to come over here. Throw the frog after we've clipped through the wall, because obviously that is normal at this point. It's not a BattleBlock theater stage if you're not clipping through walls. All right, we switch back to the force ball. Wait, no. No, we don't, actually, for an upcoming stage. Second to last time you get to enjoy this. There's not much more of it. All right, so I think I should be still at frog. Because if that's the case... Oh, it is the case. Welcome to the hardest stage of the run. It is super difficult. It is just... Oh my god, you cannot believe it. I have lost so many runs to this stage. It is... It haunts me in my sleep. It is just so terrible. It is super terrible. It is just... Oh, goodness me. And I finished it. So yeah, it's pretty simple. Frog, get 3 gems. Frog, hit the exit.
Keep working at it.
Yeah. Again, there's like a whole puzzle up there where you need to like get boulders and open things up and open the bridges to all the extra gems. Nah, frog. Frog. I have one answer to all of that, is frog. The answer I have to this stage, however, is a little bit more complicated, because it is another one of these stages where we must skip every single checkpoint. It doesn't have a very difficult checkpoint to skip specifically, but the general platforming of this is on the trickier side. So I'm just gonna be really careful here. Gonna slide. I'm gonna wait here. And okay, we are basically home free. I'm gonna check which weapon I have right now, and then switch to the right one. Open up the exit, which is at the start, again, and then just jump up here. And that's like half the stage cheesed, just like that. All very nice, very dandy. So yeah, 7-9, I think the last instance of having to go through multiple paths, and this is the one that we cheese the least, surprisingly. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through here, gonna walk to the right a little bit. Don't fall asleep on me now, I need you. There we go, gonna get up here. And then as that block detonates, it is important that the block is actively detonating, we boost upwards. Because that gives us less horizontal movement, and we can grab that gem on the way up. Otherwise, you skip the gem. So that's why it's important. Then we use our dear friend here. Some people in our community call him Fridge. Some people call it Piggy. Some people call it Horsey. Some people call it a tofu block. The rule of thumb here in the community is whoever has the world record on any given category gets to decide the name. So as the world record holder of none of the categories, I don't know. All right, let's take a moment here and say goodbye to the last bits of my sanity. This is Chapter 7, Finale 1. There is a strat here that is really difficult, and if I get it just right, I save 30 seconds. All right. Ooh, that grenade nearly killed me. That grenade definitely killed me. Yeah, that grenade can just go down that exact path. Ouch. Oh yeah, it can do that. It can do that. All right, so let's wait. It fires that way. There we go. And then jump. Because there's a fan that blows the grenade that way. And then we avoid these spikes, get this checkpoint, and then wing. Boulder. Drop down, jam it in the wall. Jam this one in the wall as well because it's decided to be difficult. And now we wait for all of these boulders to kind of stack up here and form a bit of a little tower. I'm gonna get one or more of these. Yes. Thank you. All right, so now all of these boulders are stacked up. I'm gonna jump up here and hope that the Portal RNG gods favor me, which is exactly what they did. And I cheesed the one half of that stage. 30 seconds in the meantime. And then we just go through this stage. No cheeses this time. It is pure technique as we experience a little bit of foreshadowing, ouch, going into Chapter 8, which doesn't have any crazy skips like Chapter 7 does, but it definitely is a technical chapter. So I'm going to wait for these grenades to clear up, recoil me in the right direction, and here's a consistent setup to get the Piggy onto the button, which unlocks the gate to the key. 7 chapters down, 1 more to go. One more chance for you guys to bop to the secret theme tune for like 3 seconds. How long is it? I don't know. But yeah, as we transition over to Chapter 8, poker.
I admire your tenacity.
Do it.
Truly
Sure,
I do.
doing
Show.
it.
But things
We
really
have
gotten out
$5
of
from
control.
Jesus PK saying, we are so close to get the community dub for Sands of Time. Y'all need to hear it because it's amazing. And we are just short of $272 to get that goal. So make sure, when donating, make sure to choose that or any of our other wonderful goals, out of which, for example, we have a file name choice for The Legend of Zelda: A Link Between Worlds. That's coming up shortly. And right now, Zeldude is winning with $100. Other than that, we also have Retro City Rampage with color palette, where you can choose between Black and White, GTA 3, My Eyes, DOS, and Virtual Boy. So if any of these options sound appealing to you, make sure to donate towards that as well. We also have a $15 donation from Drashier saying, as always, a pleasure to work. Go BattleBlock. Thank you very much.
Aw, amazing. Amazing. Thank you all for the donations, and honestly, ouch. My Eyes sounds like a very nice color palette. Very pleasant. Very pleasant sounding name. But yeah, Chapter 8, again, very technical chapter. Lots of lasers, lots of buzzsaws. They're really throwing everything at you this time. There's still a few strats we can do to cheese some segments, and we'll get to them when we get to them. First of all, we're going to boost up here. We're going to avoid that entire toggle block platforming section. We didn't hit that checkpoint, which makes me really nervous about these Rackalopes. Thankfully, we're through them, so we're just going to get this checkpoint over here, wait for these platforms to disappear, and then get this, disappear, boost up, because otherwise they would have bonked us and we wouldn't have gotten to the top. Here's a death warp that we're going to do. We're going to get to the end of this, skip the checkpoint that's right above me, like this. There we go. And then we're going to death warp back to the last checkpoint, which is on the other side of all of these hazards. Ouch. And we're going to fire this force ball to kind of push this buzzsaw away from us. Because again, if it hits something, then it just gets moved in the opposite direction. So yeah, that is lovely. Now, 8-3. Ooh, that one. Okay. That's going to be fun. So let's have a look-see. Here, boost to the corner. like this. There we go. Spike like that. Boom, boom. Down here. Oh. And then we're going to disable this for a moment. Switch to frog. Fire it here. Wait for it to walk up a bit. And then double jump just right to skip these spikes. And normally you're supposed to get like a helper to kind of get to the other side and push you across. Nah. Frog. And force ball this time. It's not just one answer, we have two. Ouch. I kind of saw that one coming. Yeah, these cycles can be a little bit on the more unforgiving side. So hopefully... Okay, that is very nice. And we get to the secret, the last one. Enjoy it. Okay, that's enough enjoyment. All right, on to 8-4, perhaps the most technical stage of this entire run. The first cheese we're going to do is right at the very beginning. You see this boulder on the bottom right? It's like gliding across these conveyors. Oh, how very nice, how very quaint. We're going to mash across this tunnel and kind of use this boulder to our advantage. Normally, you're supposed to give it that little floating woolly block and then just run it across this section, but instead we're just going to take it on a little trip. Come here, little boulder. You wanted to see a little bit more of the stage? Here you go. So we're just going to do this and then boost up here. Get this this block there. There we go. Wait for that cannon to go through, because otherwise death is imminent if you don't wait. Okay, we're gonna wait for this laser to clear and then bup, bup, 2 jumps. I don't know why I went bup there. Oh, okay, very close. And then we're just gonna go through these lasers and then stand here, slide in, wait for these buzzsaws to part, because otherwise, if you stand there, you die. So we just kind of do that, and then cheese that entire section, because like you're waiting for like the duck shark to kind of get to the button and then raise these platforms so you can get through all of these hazards. But if you boost, you get your jumps, you're at the top, just cross the gap. All nice, all easy. All right, on to this one. We're going to go through here, duck down under this buzzsaw. We're not going to use the piggies. We're going to switch to frog, count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 signs, fire the frog. And then go down over here, boost upwards, and then hit that lava block, hit that checkpoint, wait for the laser to clear, and then we continue upwards. There's the cannon here. I'm going to wait for it. I wish not to die today, despite the fact that I already did that like countless times. All right, so 1, 2 boosts, hold in the opposite direction so that we get stopped before we hit the spikes, and then we hit the exit. So 8-6. Ooh, 8-6. Okay, another cheese. Again, I would like to praise the devs for making some amazing levels here. We're not going to be seeing much of this one. Here's one gem. The third gem is over there, as you might have seen it. Instead, we're going to go down here, boost up, wait for this platform to toggle back on, then get this as a second gem, hit the water, go back to our last checkpoint, which is right underneath the third gem, get the third gem, hit the exit, and again, last time I played the rest of that stage was when I played it casually, so yeah, lots of cheesing, lots of fun. Now, welcome to the last 5 levels of this run. Starting with 8-7, lots of lasers, lots of patterns. Hopefully we get the best one right here. So, gonna boost up here, path is clear. Get over here. Get through this laser. The laser here is clear just in time for us. Same for this one. We're gonna boost this way. 11 on the checkpoint is actually really nice. And that's actually like a very nice cycle that I hit there. So that's actually pretty fast. But yeah, these last 5 stages, they can be heaven or they can be hell. And they've definitely costed me more runs than I'm willing to admit. And so we're going to go through here, hit this frog, corner. That was actually, I jumped a little bit too early there, but I still cheesed that entire segment with like the spikes, so I'm happy with that. All right. On to 8-8. All right, there's a section there. If you remember these little puzzle blocks where you have to match the dials of the 3 blocks together for them to disappear, yeah. Basically, we're going to have 3 more sets of those, except I can only reach one side of that. The other side is controlled by a buzzsaw that is moving left and right very slowly, and therefore annoying me to hell and back. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and get to that segment as fast as possible. Here it is. And we're going to try and match the dials as fast as possible. This is a mediocre cycle. Oh, I tried to get it extra fast here, and there's a third golden hat. +4. And so this is the least optimal cycle. I was hoping that I could tap these blocks 3 times to clear them, but alas. Okay, managed to get that in just in time, so that was actually optimal, which makes for an astounding meh set of cycles right here. All right, there's a golden hat. We're gonna get it. Oh, and we're gonna die and get rid of the golden hat. Very nice. I totally intended to do that. Yeah, don't worry about it. Totally. All right, so that was 8-8. The RNG was meh, and that's okay. That's like par for the course at this point. And now here comes 8-9. It has some tough strats, some even tougher platforming segments, and it has killed a lot of my runs because of what boost that is coming up in a moment. First, let's get this boulder up top. Normally you're supposed to use all 4 of them. I'm not gonna do that. I'm too lazy. Ouch. Game said, why didn't you use the 4 boulders? Yeah, that's the boost right there. Basically, the way that boost works is exactly on the frame, roughly, that the blocks start disappearing is when you need to boost. You boost too early, you get bonked on the upper block. You boost too late, you fall down and you get boosted downwards. So, yeah, that one boost, get it a few too many times wrong, and that's your pace just going bye-bye, pace. Goodbye. All right, now on to the last finales of the run. A very respectable technical first finale and a really difficult, really difficult platforming challenge on the second finale for casual players because we're going to cheese it. Yes. All right, so first we're gonna take this piggy, go over here, boost up, and then bam bam, bam bam, bam bam, bam bam, and then die to the buzzsaws because yeah. Once again, this time doing it right. There we go. And then 1, 2, 3. Hit that gem, and then boom. We go through this section. We wait for this buble to pass. We very nearly get chased off by the other one, and then we just go down this little segment here. This rocket is following me a little bit too closely, but that's all right, because I just went through that section. All right, so now here comes the cheese. There's like a really tough platforming challenge that we're not gonna do. So we're just gonna go up here, boost up, get 3 gems total. Well, 2 gems so far. There's our third. And then bam, bam, hold, and then like that. We are approaching the end of the run. And that was all the stages of BattleBlock Theater in a decent time, like 1:21:15 plus 20 seconds for this last segment. Basically, all I need to do is hold left. I hope you all enjoyed watching this BattleBlock Theater run, and yeah. Just gonna hold left here, and then we're gonna enjoy the credits, because I think we're very much ahead of schedule. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. So good to be back. Time!
So we finally made it back to the boat after a harrowing, exhausting adventure.
All right.
Your dogs are barking.
Question
I mean, let's
for
face it,
Tech.
most of them
We have this
feel was
credits
unpleasant
song
to the
here
point of sucking
that
the
we can
whole
all
lot.
kind of
But
bop
now it's
to.
time to relax in the
It takes
forbidden
about
moonlight
3 to
of
4 minutes. Do you
yesterday's
think we have the
promises,
time for that?
whatever that means, and treat ourselves to a nice big
We
mug of
should
hot
be
cocoa.
good.
What do you
So,
say, Hattie?
ladies and gentlemen,
But Hattie wasn't his
if you
normal
wish
jovial
to
self
join me
anymore, children. He didn't
in
say a
dancing
word.
to
He
this
didn't even
lovely
respond to
song,
hugs.
not this one, there's
Friggin'
another
hugs.
afterward,
He loves hugs, but he wasn't moving.
then we
Wasn't
can all
even
dance
blinking.
together and enjoy
Where's he
what has
gone
been
to?
a very lovely run
Where?
with an even lovelier audience.
Now it's come to an end. We tried so hard, but lost it all. And you were my best friend. You were my
I will be mouthing out the lyrics.
Patty. When you reached for help, we were too late to take your hand.
Thanks for joining in, man. Your commentary was impeccable. What can I say? Oh, yeah, thank you very much, Paul. Oh my god, you talk? Jesus Christ.
For you as you fade into the dark. Fade into the dark. I love you, Hattie. So your best friend's a vegetable now. Blah blah blah. But you know
Get
what they
ready to
say?
dance.
Life gives you potatoes.
Here it
you
comes.
Make potato salad, and I got just the recipe. Hit it. Buckle your pants. Buckle your pants. Pull up your socks and dance. Buckle your pants.
Yeah.
Buckle your pants. Buckle your pants. Buckle your pants. Hey, I said dance. Buckle your pants. Buckle your pants. Ladies, buckle your pants. Gentlemen, buckle your pants. Boys and girls of all ages, buckle your pants, or they might fall down. Hey, you, buckle your pants. Yes, you, buckle your pants. Everybody, buckle your pants. But if you don't want to, no, that's fine.
Buckle your pants, buckle your pants, buckle your pants, or your pants will fall to the
Yeah, please buckle your pants, people. That's an ungodly sight. Otherwise.
baby's nice and tight, please. Buckle your pants, 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 buckle your pants,
Best commentator right there, everybody. No contest. Thank you. There. Alright, and just as a last bit of exposition, that little cutscene is like a bit of a precursor to to Pit People, the next game after this one that came from the Behemoth. But yeah, very ominous. And the hat is now gaining power. It is going, oh no! Oh no! Who rustled my jimmies? And there's a big death laser, and this thing is getting hit by it. Rip Big Space Bear.
Oh, I get it.
But anyway,
Yes. It all makes sense now.
I guess. But yeah, that was BattleBlock Theater. Any percent no level skips. Yeah, very nice. Thank you all for watching. And I will be here in about an hour and change for my donation reading shift if you wish to stick around for that. But until then, we also have Super Sammy Roll by Lovebot, so you should also stick around for that. But yeah, that's been it for me. Thank you for watching. Poker, back to you.
Sure.
You're all too kind.
Just before we go, we got two more donations. Just before we go into intermission, we have $5 from Paulister, who doesn't include a comment, but includes a very interesting file name for The Legend of Zelda: A Link Between Worlds. Any percent. Now it's not gonna fit all. It's only 10 characters, but I will read it in full. So it's Lion Virpool, Guin Gil Go Ger You Kiwirin Drop Landus Ilo Go Go Gotch.
Very well done. Very well done.
Thank you very much, Paulister. And we also have a $20 donation, anonymous donation, and that goes to the glitch exhibition in Prey that we will see soon. Thank you all so very much for your wonderful donations. We will go to a short intermission, and we will see you right afterwards. Thank you.